Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I will be talking about the upcoming transits that are going to be affecting you if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Libra for the year 2023. Now, we have a lot of planetary changes that are going to take effect in 2023, and these changes are going to affect us personally in different ways depending on what our ascendant and moon sign are. Now, before I begin talking about these things, I do want to invite everyone to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter and you'll get it delivered straight to your email address. You will also learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. And if you happen to find this video helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which will allow other users like you to locate this video. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit that bell notification icon so you do not miss out on any of these similar YouTube videos that I will be uploading in the future. I also want to let everyone know that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So please make sure you know what your correct ascendant and moon sign are according to Vedic astrology. So with that being said, let's begin with talking about the important transits that are coming up for a Libra ascendant or moon sign for the year 2023. So, to give you all a bit of a recap as to what has been going on over the last 2.5 years, transiting Saturn has been going over your fourth house of Capricorn. And remember, the fourth house does deal with our home, happiness, security, mother, real estate, as well as any vehicles. And one thing I want you guys to realize is that whenever Saturn is in its own sign of rulership or exaltation sign, and it is in a Kendra house, and by Kendra house I mean the first, fourth, seventh, or 10th, it is forming a Sasha yoga, which is one of the five main great yogas. So during the last 2.5 years, I see that you've had major responsibilities regarding your domestic and home life. And a lot of things related to those areas required a great amount of attention, especially if your mother was still around. And this would have involved her quite a bit. And this may have taken quite a toll on your other responsibilities. And if you were trying to do any home improvements or renovations, you may have experienced some setbacks and delays during this transit. Now, there is a lot that is about to change because the first important event that will be occurring this year is that transiting Saturn is going to officially enter the sign of Aquarius on January 17th of 2023, where it will remain until March 29th of 2025. Now, this transit will occur in your fifth house, and it's going to be in its own Mudrikon sign. And this pretty much means that Saturn will feel more comfortable in the sign of Aquarius than it does in the sign of Capricorn. And remember, the fifth house deals with our creative talents, speculative investments such as the stock market, as well as our children and entrepreneurial pursuits. Now, these matters are going to become a big focal point for you guys over the next 2.5 years. You will start to see steady and consistent progress regarding your investments and any entrepreneurial pursuits that you're involved in. If you have any children, then you may become more involved with their lives and spend more time with them as they are going to be requiring more of your attention during this transit. Now, another transit that has been occurring since April of 2022 is that transiting Jupiter has been in your sixth house of Pisces, and it's going to continue to remain there until April 21st of 2023. Now, the sixth house, as we all know, deals with our health, coworkers, employees, litigations, as well as our everyday work routine. And during this transit, you may have found yourself getting along with your coworkers and employees quite decently. People do seem to be cooperating with you nicely, and Jupiter's fifth aspect to your 10th house tells me that you have been taking good advantage of your career opportunities and prospects. And Jupiter's seventh aspect to your 12th house tells me that you have been bringing closure and resolution to the things from your past. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that once transiting Saturn enters the sign of Aquarius on January 17th of 2023, transiting Jupiter in Pisces will be hemmed between Saturn, which is in your fifth house of Aquarius, as well as Rahu, which is in your seventh house of Aries. So this means that Jupiter is going to feel a bit uncomfortable during this transit in 2023. So this tells me that things related to your health, coworkers, employees, everyday routine, as well as any litigation issues are going to require more effort than usual. However, rest assured that obtaining the blessings and success of Jupiter is still very possible. Now, while Jupiter is in the sign of Pisces, this is going to create what I call a triple point of manifestation. And this is where transiting Saturn in Aquarius, transiting Jupiter in Pisces, and transiting Mars in Taurus are all going to aspect the sign of Scorpio. Now, you see, transiting Mars has been retrograding since October 30th of 2022 at 1 degree of Gemini, and it did re-enter the sign of Taurus on November 14th of 2022. Now, transiting Mars will finally turn direct on January 13th of 2023 at 13 degrees of Taurus, and it will continue to remain there for the next 2 months. Now, for you guys, this triple point of manifestation will occur in your second house. And the second house, remember, represents our family, money, finances, and speech. I think all of these things are going to work out magnificently for you. I feel like your financial situation is going to get a lot better, and you should see an increase regarding your bank balance. Furthermore, I think you're going to feel so much more comfortable speaking and communicating to others in general. This is a time to say what you feel and speak your truth in a constructive and healthy way. And I also see family life improving as well during this nice transit. Now, this triple point of manifestation will last until March 13th of 2023, and this is when transiting Mars will finally enter the sign of Gemini, and it will no longer aspect the sign of Scorpio. However, Jupiter and Saturn's point of manifestation and aspect to the sign of Scorpio will remain for the next month until April 21st of 2023. And this is when Jupiter will finally leave the sign of Pisces and enter the sign of Aries. So from that time, from March 13th to April 21st, this point of manifestation will still remain positive for the second house matters. Now, ever since March of 2022, transiting Rahu has been going over your seventh house, and transiting Ketu has been going over your first house. This transit will continue all the way through November 28th of 2023. And remember, the seventh house deals with our business partnerships, relationships, as well as our spouse and marriage. And over the course of the last year, you may have found that these matters demanded way more of your attention than usual. If you are married or in a serious relationship, you may have noticed that your partner has been acting in an over-the-top demanding way. And for some of you, this may have caused some tension and stress in your relationships. Now, ever since March of 2022, like I said, transiting Ketu has been going over your first house, and this has caused you to feel very detached, disconnected, and isolated from the people around you, as well as the world in general. You have been feeling more reclusive and introverted than usual, and this isn't really the usual thing for you guys because for a Libra ascendant or moon sign, you guys tend to be very sociable, outgoing, and friendly. However, this Ketu in your first house transit has been teaching you a lot about yourself and what you need to do in order to feel comfortable and complete as an individual. Now, on April 21st of 2023, like I said before, transiting Jupiter is going to enter the sign of Aries, which will be in your seventh house, and it will remain there until May 1st of 2024. Now, while Jupiter is in the sign of Aries, it will be aspecting the signs of Leo, Libra, and Sagittarius. And coincidentally, Saturn in Aquarius will be aspecting Aries and Leo, as well as Scorpio. So while Jupiter remains in Aries for the year, the signs of Aries and Leo will receive a point of manifestation due to Saturn and Jupiter's influence. So when it comes to your seventh house, I think this is really going to change the dynamic of your current relationships and business partnerships. For those who are single, I see a very strong probability of you falling into an important relationship. And it may be with a foreigner because Rahu is involved in this transit. And the possibility of falling into a relationship is very strong because Saturn in your fifth house of Aquarius is aspecting this Rahu Jupiter conjunction in your seventh house, which, like I said, is creating a point of manifestation. Now, one thing I do want you to be aware of is that because Rahu is with Jupiter in the seventh house, please be careful with who you associate with during this transit. This is because Rahu can sometimes temper the benefic qualities that Jupiter has. So it is important that whoever you are attracted to aligns with your morals and values. And oftentimes, I see that with this conjunction, Jupiter does manage to control Rahu's materialistic qualities. And as a result, sometimes Jupiter's natural characteristics become somewhat neutralized. However, expansion, growth, and opportunities related to the seventh house matters are still going to be very prominent because Rahu and Jupiter both represent expansion and growth. And once again, Saturn's third aspect to the Rahu and Jupiter conjunction will really solidify and empower the area of relationships. Now, what's going to be even more great about this transit is that transiting Jupiter, as well as transiting Saturn and Rahu, will all be aspecting your 11th house of great gains, older siblings, large groups and organizations, as well as our social and network circles. This is creating a great point of manifestation, and this will really bring opportunities and the discipline needed to make more money, have more gains, as well as maintaining your relationships with an older sibling and friends. I think relationships in those areas are going to play out very nicely for the upcoming year, and you will have many great experiences along the way. You may even come in contact with new groups and organizations that can really help you elevate your life to the next level. So once again, do take advantage of these opportunities if they're presented. Now, in addition, transiting Jupiter in your seventh house of Aries will oppose your first house of Libra. So because Jupiter rules the third and sixth house of your chart, this tells me that health matters are going to be a focus for you throughout this transit. You are going to continue to take extra care of your health and body during this time. And because Jupiter is aspecting your ascendant throughout the year, you are going to feel a lot more confident and comfortable regarding your abilities. And Jupiter's entrance into Aries is going to alleviate some of the difficulties that Ketu and Libra caused over the last year. You will start to feel your normal self again and become more sociable and personable. So this is what I wanted to cover regarding what's going to happen for a Libra ascendant or moon sign for the year 2023. I hope you guys got something out of this. Once again, if you found this video to be useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. Also, if you are new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell notification. And lastly, if you would like to know more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.